Hello, hello. Today is a very special day in an indie author's life. It is upload day. So it is the day that I am taking my book and I am getting it set up for pre-order across all the places where I make my books available. So my books are published wide, which means they aren't just on Amazon, they are also on Kobo and Google Play and Barnes & Noble and Apple Books. And yes, I am going to be getting it set up across all of those retailers, hopefully in ebook and in paperback today, assuming that I don't have any issues. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I am all set up here. I'm going to take you along with me while I do this. It's going to be a little bit of chaos. So the way that I like to upload my books is I have all of the different websites open at one time. And when there's a waiting process on one of them, then I just click over to the next one and keep it going there. Now, this is not something that I recommend, especially for a first-time author who is uploading their very first book ever. For me though, this is book number 11. And so I like to lean into the chaos a little bit and say like, okay, I don't want to sit here, for an hour and wait for each one to get through to the end. I'm confident in the process, and if there are hiccups here and there, we'll work our way through them. But I kind of want to see how quickly we can do it. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to record it at the same time, and I think I'm also going to start a timer so that we can just see like how quickly can we do this, you're going to know the answer before I do, because you can look at the bottom of the video and see like how long is this video. For me though, in this moment, I'm guessing it'll take like 20 minutes, but I don't know, let's find out. Okay, so we are ready to go here. I have my trusty links document open. I might make a video about this at some point. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. This is what keeps me sane. So you can see right now it doesn't have a ton of links on it because I haven't uploaded my book anywhere yet. But even for this stage of the process, it's really helpful because it has like the blurb. Some websites want me to enter my author bio like every single time I upload a book, even though it doesn't change. So I'm just keeping that there so that it's ready to go. And also keywords. These are actually mostly the same keywords I used for the first book in this series. So the book I'm uploading right now today is Whiskers and Wanderlust, which is the third in my Cats of Istanbul novella series. I'm using mostly the same keywords. I'm not sure if that's really the best practice, but that is what I'm doing. I'll change them up if and when it feels like it's appropriate to do so. So yeah, I've got my trusty links document open. I also have in my planner, I just jotted some notes in the back about pricing, because in general, that's the one part that gets really unwieldy, because I tend to be, clicking over to open up. Different retailers ask for different currencies. So if I am on, let's say the Kobo one, and they're asking for a currency that I haven't seen yet when I've done it on like KDP, for example, then I have to open up another book and see, okay, how did I price this in like Philippine currency, a different book that was the same price point. This way I just have it all written down here. So I'm not going to be, pricing. I want the whole series to be priced the same across currencies. It's not really ideal if somebody reads like the first two books and they're at one price and then the third book is a different price, especially for a series like this, because they're novellas, they're all about the same length. So, it's fine if you change the price intentionally, but I don't want to have it be changed unintentionally, if that makes sense. So, okay, I have all the windows open. I've got Amazon, I've got Google Play, I've got Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and Drafted Digital was back behind there. This little guy is in the way. And Ingram Spark, because we're going to do paperback as well. So let's open one more tab and just do start a little stopwatch, because that's fun. Why wouldn't we do that? So let's start it. And here we go. We will start with Kindle. So we're going to create. While that's loading, we'll pop over here to Google Play and hit Add Book. This is going to be an ebook on Google Play, and we want them to give us a book ID. We click over to Barnes & Noble and, get out of here. We are going to create a new book there. You might hear my cat meowing outside because my husband just came inside. Now on Barnes & Noble, we're going to set ebook, click to next. How do I move this out of the way? That's going to be annoying. Huh. Just so that I can see the other one because I can't cope with it. Okay, sorry, that was our first hiccup. Now we click on Draft to Digital to add a new book. Draft to Digital is how I get my books up on Apple Books and a number of other retailers as well, of course. But yeah, that's a fun factoid for you there, that it's actually generally it's often recommended to go direct to each retailer. Apple is one where it's okay if you get there through an aggregator like Draft to Digital, but I also use that to get to a few other different libraries and subscriptions and things like that. Let's see, next, get out of here. We're not trying to buy anything. So create a new ebook on Kobo. Ingram Spark will save until last. Now let's do them all at one time. Why not? It's fun. Okay, so then we click back to the beginning. So Kindle, we wanted to do an ebook. See, as soon as it starts making you wait, I just want to click away, but okay, I won't do that. This is Whiskers and Wanderlust. Do we need to type it every time? No, let's copy and paste because, oops, there's nothing wrong with that. And the subtitle is novella. It is a series, so are you gonna make me wait? Okay, it's an existing series. It's The Cats of Istanbul. It is main content, and it is book number 3. Yes, Whiskers and Wanderlust is book number 3. Great. Let's click over here while we're waiting. So, Whiskers and Wanderlust, we need our blurb. So let's put the blurb in. It's interesting how they all ask for stuff at different times. And just now, sometimes the spacing gets weird, so I just redo it because, I don't know, it looks weird. So whatever. We gotta add a subtitle here because it wasn't there. Novella, English. Publisher is actually Bordeaux Stories. The page count, I happen to know that. It's 102 is the size for the paperback. And our release date is going to be November 19th. Okay, don't you worry, we've got the content. Allow pre-orders, yes. Publication date, we're gonna make that the same. Because I believe if I don't make it the same, it is not for mature audiences, then sometimes stuff can become available. I don't know. These dates work differently on different sites, especially on like Google Play and Ingram Spark. I tend to get a little confused. So we need to put, oh, series will come up later. Okay, save and continue. Click over here. Oops, we had the wrong thing copied, didn't we? So we gotta get back there. Whiskers of Wanderlust. I have cover art. Let's upload the cover. Look at this. It's so fun. Everyone wants things at different times. So, front cover. Whiskers and Wanderlust. The series is Cats of Istanbul. It is book number 3. Publisher is Borderless Stories. Now we can start putting search terms here. I'll just use the same ones as, click over there, please. And we hit enter, I think, for that one. Okay. Now, I'm not an expert on keywords. I honestly don't even remember how I narrowed it down to these specific ones. I do have Publisher Rocket, that tool. I haven't looked at it in a while. I'd like to look at it and see because they're constantly updating it and improving it. And I haven't looked in a while, so it would be good to check it and make sure that there isn't something new there that's going to say, that's going to say like, oh, these are great new keywords that you should be using to make sure you're getting your book in front of the right people. teen content inappropriate for minors. Oh, and we have to add our categories right here already. So let's look for them. We tend to go with romantic comedy. Yes, and multicultural. Okay, and what was I gonna go? Contemporary romance, women's fiction. We'll go with contemporary romance. Okay, start that ebook, click over here. Oop. I thought I had my title there. It's not, so that's one fun thing here. You never quite know. You're like, what do I have saved in my, copy and paste clipboard? Well, you'll find out. Author is me. Oops. Come on. Well, now I have to switch my keyboard to Turkish to type my last name and switch it back to English. Publisher is Borderless Stories. This is the first time I'm publishing it? Yes. Okay, let's put the print ISBN. If they're asking for it, I like to give that to them to make sure they are linked together. It is not part of the public domain. Oh, let's add some categories. So we have fewer categories here. So I believe we just generally go with contemporary romance and women's fiction. Contemporary women. Yeah, great. And we need our synopsis. Okay. Are we having a hard time clicking here? Let's try it again. Okay, what is happening? Synopsis doesn't want me to click on it. That's super interesting. Let's see if we can. Okay, let's upload our book cover. That will be something at least. And then perhaps it'll let me click there. Oh, let's try the other file. I used one that was too big. Are you happy with that one? Is that going to do it? Or are we going to need to change the file size? Anyway, perfect time to click over. So on Ingram Spark, we do print book only. And yes, all of my files are ready. I do have a print jacket and interior, and I would like to print, distribute, and sell it. Great. The title is Whiskers and Wonderlust. We need our ISBN. This is the most important place for it because this is the print book. I own the copyright. No, it does not include any of it. AI has not been used. Anything here we need to add? Subtitle is a novella. Series name is Cats of Istanbul. Book number 3. The author is me. I'm going to need my Turkish keyboard again. I think I tended to make McCormick my middle name here. I think that's how I did that. Yeah, this one did ask for a bio before, so I'll give it to you again. What else? So we need to do our subjects right here, which is again categories. So we've searched before for romantic. Search. Come on, show us romantic comedy. Yes. Subject. I probably could click multiple ones. Multicultural. Good. contemporary romance. 3 subjects is good. Okay. Audience is trade. Do we need this? I don't think we do. Okay. Let's do our full description, which again is this guy. D2 through F20. Okay, that didn't select right, did it? So let's undo that. Try this again. I think that's gonna work better. Yeah, except we didn't enter our enters. As Meredith and Whiskers. There's our okay, time to do keywords. This time they're supposed to be separated by semicolons. I hope if anyone is watching this and is like, oh, that is totally not how I would do keywords, they just will let me know what the secret is, because maybe there's some great secret to the perfect keywords that get your books discovered. I feel more likely if someone's watching this, they're like, why is this just pure chaos? Like, why are you not going to finish one thing before you move on to the next? And all I can say to that really is like, great question. And you're right, that probably would be better. Okay, series is updated. I've clicked back over to KDP, so let's keep going there. This is me. The description of the book. Oh. Categories, always with our categories, aren't we? So primary, let's go with romance. No, we don't want one of those. We want rom-com, multicultural, and contemporary. Great. Save categories. Keywords, one of our favorite things to copy and paste, hey? Good, that timer is telling me I started screen recording almost 17 minutes ago, and I can't see my actual timer because I had to move it. I'm guessing for anyone who watches this, you probably can't see here in the middle of the screen. There's a timer going with the screen recording. It's like the screen recording tools, but they are blocking this part of the screen, so that's why I had to put my timer there so that I could actually click, which one was it? Draft to digital. The way it was set up before, I couldn't click on that one, and I gotta be able to click on draft to digital. That's where my book goes. We need to, this is important, make sure it's set up for pre-order. We're going with November 19th again. Save and continue. Let's click over here. Oh, we were just always picking genres, aren't we? Romantic comedy. Let's add another one, multicultural. Now, generally I do only do the North America codes, and I'm guessing there would be some value in choosing other ones, and I just haven't gotten around to that. So, you know, maybe that'll happen someday. Clicking over to Barnes & Noble, what's happening here? Oh, did we lose you? What happened to you? Let's refresh that guy. and click over to draft to digital. We are ready to upload our manuscript, and look, there it is. I save it with the date, just the month and year, because I do tend to update them and I have to update back matter, and I do format in Atticus. I'm quite happy with that software. Let's upload it there. Let's make sure we choose the same release date here that everybody else gets. And let's put in our blurb. Everybody gets the blurb. This blurb does not like to keep in our enters. Super bizarre. And I just use free ISBNs. If you hear some thudding, I'll try and edit it out. I think there's a workout happening in the other room. Okay, we're good here. I think we're good here. Save and continue. Click over here. What's going on with the cover image? You're having an issue? Well, here's our first problem. Try our cover image again. What we might need to do is click that save and return to library, because it might just be having, let's try that. Yeah, save changes. We'll come back to you. Ingram Spark. Let's see, we're doing 5 inches by 8 inches. They are black and white. I like to use groundwood because it is a little more like trade publishing paper. They say mass market like, and it does make your spine a little thicker, which, you know, I like that. Paper bag, perfect bound, matte. No duplex on this one. Let's see, page count is 1 or 2. Great, so now we set our prices, which I did write down. So this is a novella, so we go with $9.99. I always make my discounts the lowest because, and no returns, because in general, I find that, you know, they say make it higher so that more places will carry your books. In general, with the self-published books, they are going to be like on demand. Like I haven't seen a lot of people have success with like getting their self-published books into bookstores. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I haven't explored it. I know many people who opt not to, but it doesn't mean that your books aren't available like online. You know, like my books aren't in a in-person Barnes & Noble, but if you go on the Barnes & Noble website, the paperback, you can still purchase it there. So are these prices all right? $99.99, $13. No, this one, let's keep it consistent, make it $15.99. Okay. 30. No. 35. No. And 30. And I understand these things. And yeah, let's have, okay, November 19th. Now, one fun little thing I like to do here, I don't know if this really helps. I make the on sale date a week before. That isn't about the pre-order, that's about when they will start printing it. So I set that as a week before in the hopes that those orders, if there are orders placed beforehand, they will start being printed on the 12th. So there's more of a chance of people actually getting their books on publication day. So that's, don't quote me on that. I don't know that that's like official policy, but that's like what I like to do. So let's keep going. And back to KDP, let's see here. We don't want DRM, no. Yes, I have a file and I will upload it. Let's upload it right now. October 2024. Okay, well that's uploading. Now I click over because that takes too long. Here is our handy little author. author bio. Oh, that's not author bio, that's a blurb. Author bio goes here. Save and continue. Barnes & Noble, you're giving me a little bit of a hard time here. I think you don't like the attention. If we have to come back to you later, we'll come back to you later, but we're doing ebook, right? Yeah. Wait a second, Whiskers and Wanderlust is already there. Okay, so let's go over to hello to the projects and see what's happening there. Okay, well, it's here. It's just, there's not much to it. So let's edit it. Whoops. Okay, we gotta upload files. Here's our interior file. It does not include a cover. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna click away. I know you don't like it, but I'm going to because I got stuff to do. Are you gonna take your sweet time too? Okay, EPUB has passed all the checks. I will probably be checking this like one more time before publication day because it's almost a month away. Yeah, in general, it probably is a good idea to download things and check them. I am just doing it in all the speediest possible way. Also, like, I know this is the final file. I know, you know, I don't have like an earlier version saved that has all my typos in it. This is like the final version. Yeah, I still will double, triple check things because we all like to do that, don't we? So let's pay attention, make sure we get the prices right here. So, are these the right prices? No, Australian dollar is $3.99. Canadian dollar is $4.99. This is right. We gotta go with the 99 here. So what is our GBP price? $2.99. Rupees are $1.99. This is wrong. New Zealand dollar. That's correct. This should be $3.99. Okay, good. Those all look good. Apply territories. Now let's see here. Let's make sure we have the right places selected. We don't do Barnes & Noble because we go direct. We don't do Kobo because we go direct. We do everything else. We don't do Amazon because we go direct. Subscription services, Everend. We don't do Kobo Plus here because we go through Kobo. That's right. Now library services, generally, we triple the price. So we go with $8.99 for our library price. We don't go to Overdrive. We get there through Kobo. Everything else, that's correct. All these other ones go through Draft to Digital. So submit. I am the original creator of this content and I have all the rights. Kobo is the winner. Draft to Digital is the winner. I misspoke. This was the quickest one. Of course, we spent the most time on this page. That makes sense. So what's happening here? Speaking of Kobo, did we save and return to library? Yes. So we have saved the changes so many times. So, okay, now I'm going to say don't save them and get me out of here. Okay, I didn't save them at all. All right, you know what? That happens. There's our first little hiccup. So let's try it again. Yeah, it really didn't save. It didn't even save our little title. That's okay. Let's upload the book cover first this time because maybe that was part of the problem, you know? Or maybe we're going to have to pop over to Maybe we'll have to pop over to Canva and size it down or something. I'm not sure. Are you okay? I feel like you're not doing anything. Something's a bit strange there. I'm not sure about that. Anyway. Oh, they've changed this. I'm back over in Ingram Spark that the return option is now required in the UK. So we say yes, destroy. That's interesting. That wasn't not the case before, and so now that I see it there, I probably have to change it on my other titles as well. So that's good to know. Something to do. Another project. Okay, so back over here at KDP, let's upload our cover. You will take this cover, won't you? Okay, just take your sweet time. We're adding this to an existing series. Let's go with Cats of Istanbul. I guess that's what that says. Let's zoom out and see. Yeah, it is. Book number 3. You take your time too, it's fine. Let's click through a little bit here. Yep. Looks cool. Save and continue. Use the default sample, please and thank you. I'm trying to give Barnes & Noble a little more time here because I don't want them to lose track of what we're doing. Let's upload the cover file. Yes, please. Oh, too big. Do you like that one? Is that one okay? That one was too big too? Really? How big is it? Oh, yeah. It is too big. Okay. Sorry, I got, how big is this one? Oh, it's just like barely too big. Okay, we'll have to size that down. All right, well, let's see here. We can close this because Draft Digital is the winner. They are also going to provide us with their handy dandy link because of books to read. So we'll wait to create that, wait for them to create that and then add other links there. I'm gonna close out that one. Let's see. Okay, we're not gonna do Kobo right now because we are gonna need to size down that cover file for both of them. I did error calculating print cost. Why did you have an error? I think suddenly we are having a problem, but I'm like, guys, we don't need to have a problem. We have agreed to all these things. It's okay, let's move on. Let's move on with our lives. You can do it. Okay, good. Great. All right, so here we go. Print interior. That's going to be this one. And our print cover is going to be this one. Okay. Okay. Continue. Back over to KDP. Yep, we know we are gonna have to do that. We don't have any AI. Publisher is borderless stories. Great stuff. Okay, we want 70% royalties because we do. Obviously, no one intentionally is like, yes, I want to make less money. The 35% option is based on your price. So if your price is under $2.99 or over $9.99, then you can only earn 35% royalties. That's just a fun fact. So let's adjust our prices in the other places. So remember, GBP is $2.99, Euro is also $2.99. All of these are Japanese price $3.99. And what about Brazil? That's what I thought, $14.99. Canadian dollars? $4.99. That's, whoops, it seems like the conversion rate has adjusted there. And they might all need to be adjusted at some point. Australian dollars are $3.99. Yep, $3.99, there we go. Okay, submit for pre-order. Yes, okay. That's our next one done. Close that up. Great, that's in review. Yes, let's see here. Got this in its series. Great, continue. I think we need to start adding content at some point here. We don't use DRM encryption, preview, great, save and continue. Okay, right. We're gonna have to leave those bad boys until they are able to be attended to. What's going on with Ingram Spark? Unnecessary high resolution images. Yeah, I know, but it's okay. It's not a problem. So we will be submitting here. Ingram Spark will send proof if there's any issues. They will let us know, and we'll get those resolved. Right now, I'm just waiting for that to finish there. And what else will have to happen? I'll have to make sure that the paperback and ebook are linked. That's particularly sometimes an issue on Amazon. Sometimes they show up in my author central as two different books, so I just go and send an email and request, share the ISBN and the ASIN from the other one and say, like, can you make sure these are linked? And they always are very kind to do that. So Ingram Spark is done and dusted. I am going to not finish those particular guys. So Kobo and Barnes & Noble I'm going to come back to because I need to get a smaller file size of my cover, and I don't need to make you all wait for that. So let's at least just finish Google Play, and then I will do those other two off camera, because do you want to watch me play in Canva? I mean, I don't even want to watch me play in Canva. So let's upload our files here. That's going to be our cover. Great. And you just upload the inside file right in the same place. So let's do that too. Oh no, continue the upload, please, and thank you. We can close it now. Great. Okay. Yes, it has its cover and its EPUB. We let you keep working on it, and now we set a few prices here. So our USD price, additional settings, we want text to be included so that for all of these, so that our prices look nice. Add another price. I tend to just do about 6 prices here. So the next one I'm gonna do is euro, which is also $2.99. And I set that for the euro area. Tax included. What else do I like to add? Australian dollars. We make that one $3.99. That is just for Australia. Tax included. What else? Canadian dollars. Oops, scrolled too aggressively. It's our Canadian price, $4.99. Sometimes you would think that you should have them all memorized, but why would you? It's just too many numbers. Okay, we'll do rupees and pounds. And don't ask me why this is my particular selection that I've delineated prices for. It's just, this is what I had for the previous book in this series. So it's what I'm doing here. And if it makes sense to add another currency, I will certainly do it. But I don't have a ton of sales at this point on Google Play. And it's like perpetually on my to-do list to figure this out and do more with it, but I have not gotten around to that yet. So let's see here. Looks like we've got everything there. Let's make sure that publish. Okay, now all of these take some time, so that's gonna need some time to like cook there and to make sure it's added to the series. I'll check back in with that later. So we can close that one. My timer is up to 38 minutes. This took so much longer than I thought it would, but still better than the first ones that took like probably 2 hours, because there were problems that cropped up that I was like, oh, didn't know how long that would take. So now I know. I'm gonna stop that there. I will definitely be, I will share the link. When I upload this, I will share the link, the books to read link, once it's all finalized and this book is up everywhere that it needs to be up. But for right now, what I need to do is get that cover shrunk down. Interesting, there's a drill happening. Get that cover shrunk down to the right file size for the last two retailers, get that set, and then sit back, put my feet up, relax a little bit. So thanks for following along. I hope this helped make the process maybe seem a little less intimidating than it might seem if you've never done it before. I hope it didn't make it seem more chaotic, because definitely this isn't the only way to do it. There are certainly smoother, slower ways to go through everything step by step, but really it's just a matter of having your files organized, knowing where everything that you're going to need is, and then just making sure that it all gets filled out, it all gets where it needs to go. All right.